Hello, good morning and welcome to New Forest Morphs. If you're wondering if you've moved across to a fishing channel, it's because I'm wearing my fishing jacket today. I love my fishing. And no, you haven't got the wrong channel. You're definitely here at New Forest Morphs. And the reason, Jad, why do you think I'm wearing my fishing jacket today?
I actually don't have a clue. Maybe we're going out for a session after this? I don't know.
Jad and I love to fish, we'd love to, but unfortunately the weather's really good. No, I just thought I'd let everyone know this is a good time to lock up your males and females because it's been chucking it down, it's rainy, it's wet. We've just cleaned out all our snakes and we're going to show you one or two of them today. But just wanted to say really thank you for the wonderful feedback from yesterday's video. We brought in a bit of humour, so I thought I'd carry on with the humour theme. I hope that sits well with everybody. I know that Kev, well, the feedback I've got so far is that Simon, Colin, Crystal Balls, James Fitzpatrick, all of them loved the jokes that we were doing, and they were just cracking up and laughing. And I said that kind of feedback is going to egg me on to be funny, hopefully. Sorry, Jad, you're going to have to put up some more dad jokes today.
I'm still wondering why you're wearing a fishing jacket. You explain?
Yeah, okay. Because what I thought we'd do is we're bringing a new feature to the daily blog. Okay. And what I thought we'd do is that, not daily, I think it all depends on how many t-shirts I get sent and how many t-shirt swaps that we do, because under here you've got to guess the t-shirt. Okay, now you've already seen what's under here, haven't you, Jad, or have you not?
No, but I can guess what it is.
So what I thought I'd do is I'd do a reveal and you guys have got to guess. I'll do a slow reveal, okay?
Sounds dodgy.
Da, 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 hey big spenders, why don't you come and spend a little time with me? Here it comes, here it comes. That's as far as I'm going, guys. Otherwise, we'll get banned on YouTube. But
you're revealing something else there. Pull your shirt down a bit.
I think I'm revealing too much. So anyway, let me just put my fishing jacket to one side. And now I'm going to take on board. Jay, you've got to guess what I'm doing. Yeah?
Ruining our lovely floor.
You ready? Caught my hip. It's not moving my hip. I've got a dodgy ear, but okay, guys. You ready? 4! Any of you golfers out there, you probably had a really good giggle because we've got spontaneous humour here. So this is totally uncut, unscripted. And thank you very much, everybody, because I asked, I put out 3 parts to yesterday's video in the end, and it's not because I wanted to, it's because the camera let me down. What was the problems yesterday with the camera, Jared?
Battery run out.
Battery run out.
Then the memory chip got full up.
Memory chip got full up.
That's it.
And then, why did I do 3 parts then?
I don't know.
Oh, because of those 2 problems, that's what it was. So, the reason I've got the golf club out is because a lot of people enjoyed the golf club thing, but no, actually what I've got it out for is because I wanted to show you, just building on our egg box series, Jared forgot to bring out the biggest of our egg boxes, so do you want to just home in on this, Jared? So how big is this rub, Jared?
That's an 18 litre.
18 litre, so what we've got here is like any idea which girl's going to use those ones? Colossus? The Colossuses are 4,500 kilograms.
No. I think what you just said.
4,500 kilograms. 4.5 kilograms.
There we go.
And like yesterday I was joking about, and I've got my dyslexia. Well, we were joking about, and I couldn't remember the word that Jared was using for his supports. You know, you put your egg supports in, so I thought I'd bring in my golf club because I thought it was quite, you know, if you're going to go for Colossus, will need that level of support for her eggs. I think probably how many of those do you reckon will do the business? 6. Well, the answer's actually on there. It's a 7-iron, isn't it? Yeah. So I've always believed that you've got to strike while the iron is hot. There's a laugh out there. Now we're getting into corny jokes. Where should I put this, Jad? Anyway, that's a bit of a joke. We've had a delivery today, Jad. Let's just show people what we've had as our delivery. And let's going on to here. So what we'll do, let me just get rid of my props. Let's get rid of these props. Right, let's chuck that over there, Jad. Right. Yeah. So let's bring on one of the stars of the show today, Blitz. Okay. Now, because this is a 30-minute video, we thought we'd blitz it today, so that Jad and I can go fishing. But
just for all you viewers out there, we probably aren't going to go fishing.
But no,
getting my hopes up for that.
This is the Blitz. So if anyone wants to try it, how much did we spend on this lot, Jad? We bought how many?
I think it was £21 for all of that.
£21. And how many did we get?
So 24.
24. So what does that work out? £21. It's less than £1 a roll.
Yeah, it's better than going to a supermarket.
Yeah, and obviously we don't want to go to the supermarket at the moment. We want things to be delivered. So Jad ordered this 2 days ago and it came
yesterday. I ordered it.
Yesterday. Look how quick the delivery service is. It's very impressive what the UK is doing over here. It's really impressive. So why did we go with this, Jad?
It's the bedding that we use for our snakes.
Yep, we just cleaned everything this morning. Took us about 15 minutes between the two of us, and we've gone through nearly 100 snakes. So everyday cleaning is the key to good husbandry, and it makes life easier. So when you go and clean your snakes, you haven't got a 3-hour session. You've literally got 15 minutes each done, and then you can move on to other things and enjoy the snakes. So that's what I recommend. But the reason I bring up the Substrate again is because I had some really good feedback from a few of you guys out there with lots of views on Substrate. So just wanted to cover, if I can find it, MA Morphs has come up with, and James has confirmed, Jad, that what Richard was going on about with his change in substrate was
Lignocell.
So Lignocell. I don't know why it's called Lignocell, but apparently it's pretty good. Now on my video I referred to Aspen because I thought it looked like Aspen, and now Aspen's been around for donkey's years. But I went onto the forums this morning and I've noticed that some breeders don't like Aspen, and some of them are saying that it's got mixed reviews. So they're saying that it's dusty, and if it's too dusty, what would be the problem for snakes sitting in dusty environment, Jared?
Well, they'd breathe in the dust, I'm assuming.
Yeah. You get
it's
nasal
also a pain to clean as well.
Yeah, so?
It's also a pain to clean all the dust when it gets wet.
Yeah. So, and also there's 3 things. They reckon it moulds easily, it's got poor humidity, and they reckon it's dusty. Well, some of them are dusty, some aren't. Some are better than others. So there might be people still on Aspen, and if you guys think differently, make a comment below and tell us what you're experiencing. But from the reviews I've got, it's mixed, and I would be concerned about nasal passage, dust getting in those nasal passages, because that can create infection, can't it, Jad? So that's why I don't want any substrate that's got any particles, small dust or particles like that. But hopefully Lignocell doesn't have any of that. But the downside, which Richard said on his video, was it does fall on the floor and he's got to hoover it up. It's a bit,
Yeah, very messy.
Yeah, but now there is one other alternative to these things which I wanted to just highlight today because it came from one of our viewers. See if I can find it. Kirk came up with a really good suggestion, and thank you, Kirk, for all your contributions on the channel. So he came up with this idea. Now he calls this his forever substrate. Now if someone tells me that their substrate is forever, that tells me they just, everything's going for it basically, so I have to sit up and listen. And he recommends, he got rid of his cocoa husk, and he said he uses indented craft paper craft. And the reason he uses indented craft paper is that it's thick, it's textured, and it really absorbs well. So I want to give that a go, Jad. So I want to give the fish and chip shop a call and get them to send us some paper to try that out. So I think we'll do a video on different substrates and we'll just test them out and do a review. and then I'll send Mandy, who's my crafty lady. She will probably be able to order some of this stuff from a craft shop. So I'm guessing, Kirk, that you can get your substrate from a craft shop, and that's indented craft paper. But yeah, I'll look it up and see whether we can order some online, Jared. But I'd like to try that because it might be better than Blitz. The reason we like Blitz is all for the same reasons that Kirk's saying. Can you see how it's got that lovely grainy, thick absorbs? And we put 3 layers on that on our big girls, 3 lots. So any big girl that's weeing soaks it all up. It's quite easy to clean, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I wonder whether the absorption rate's very important on our thing, and also it doesn't go mouldy quickly, does it? I mean, you have to change it every 3 or 4 days. But I have noticed it does mould though. Anything that's got wood or paper based will mould. As will cocoa husk. Now, one of the reasons that Richard Predator BP changed is he said he's getting mould problems with his cocoa husk. That's why he's changed back to another alternative. And the reason why mould is dangerous, Jared, is what can that do to your snake?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's bad for humans, and I'm assuming it's bad for snakes as well.
I'm wondering whether that could be a cause of infection, because you've got bacteria on mould, and that gets into the internal side of your snake. That could cause RI issues, maybe. Be interested to know anyone's views on that. If anyone's had an RI problem, or if anyone has any experience on mould and the influence of mould on your snakes, I've got a feeling it's not good news. If you see any mould, if there's any mould in any area of your substrate, immediately remove it. Spray it down. Get rid of it, because the moment you leave it in there, it's asking for problems. But remember, high moisture, high temperature encourages mould growth, and that can happen overnight. So you think everything's clean, you leave your rubs for 2 days and go back to it, you could actually end up with an RI problem. So what I'm going to suggest is that we do daily monitoring of our substrate, and I think you'll find that's good husbandry. Right, let's move on, because I'm trying to do this in 30 minutes, so it's just a one video today. We'll put that to one side, and the next thing I wanted to say is I've got to offer an apology to Kaz, because I didn't realise that Kaz is actually Mrs. Ben.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anyone saw that comment, but I'm forever on the internet, because you haven't met people and you haven't really spoken to them. That's why I like the Zoom face-to-face time, because I can know who I'm talking to. Really, it's quite. Now I totally respect people's privacy. So I'm not expecting all of my subscribers to want to do Zoom, because a lot of people might be put off by that. So there's no pressure, guys. Don't leave the channel. You know, you come onto a Zoom meeting if you want to, and anyone that wants to, fine. But you know, everyone has different approaches to media. But anyone that wants to come on the channel and do a Zoom with me, I think I've got 3 or 4 that are very keen at the moment to, not keen, but probably keen, hopefully keen, but they want to join us on one of these live sessions. And on that point, we've got some good feedback on whether we go polished, edited version of videos or uncut. And what's your preference, Jared?
Personally, I like clean edited ones.
And why do you like clean edited ones?
Because I haven't got the time to watch long films.
Okay, let's speed it up.
Yeah, when I watch films, it's 10
Faster,
minutes,
Jared,
10,
you're taking too long.
minutes.
Come on, this is taking too long, this video. Come on, you're the one that's responsible for long videos, Jared. Come on. No, but in all honesty, I think there's 2 views on this. People do, without much time on their hands, they like a nice, concise video. So maybe we should mix it up and do both. Yeah?
I like a video where they cut out the waffle and just focus on the main things.
Yeah, but I'd only get 5 minutes of airtime if you did that, Jared. But no, I think I like uncut personally. All my fishing videos are uncut. But I also like a nice polished version, a good well polished, like Miguel does a really good cut version. Miguel, like, he's really pacey, he goes from one to the other to the other to the other. And that leads me on to another thing. So we're going to have a channel of the day, YouTube channel of the day, and we'll come back to that in a second, but we're going to reveal that to you, that we want you to tell us your favourite YouTube channel, and if we like it, we're going to reveal it to the audience. So every day we've got a TV in here, and do that for a reason. So when you're cleaning, you're entertaining yourself as you clean. And on Sundays when I'm in here, because I can't go to church, this is my place of worship. And I listen to really inspiring and uplifting material on a Sunday when I'm working, and I get a real uplift every Sunday. And so this is my sacred space, as well as it's a function facility. I really do draw close to my Father in heaven, and to my Saviour Jesus Christ, and it's part of my journey, and I just love it. It inspires me, refreshes me, and gets me fired up for the next week. So I watch a lot of very high-end spiritual music, spiritual, intelligent conversation on the doctrines of the gospel of Jesus Christ, and other religions as well, because I'm very open to every faith, and I've got no axe to grind with any faith out there. I just love people that have good high moral standards, and people that live a good life and have love and virtue in their lives. I seek after these people, and whether you come from a spiritual background or not, to me it's the person that counts. It's who you are, who you represent, and what you represent. The love that you give is more important than any preaching. I mean, I think my mum once told me, she said the best interpretation of the Bible is, well, I think someone said the best interpretation of the Bible is us. And I think that's very true. How we walk is how we talk, and how we go about loving and reaching out to each other really, to me, has far more significance than any preaching going on, because love is the greatest motivator. And my mother is my best, and my wife Mandy, and you, Jared. You are all my examples of good interpretation of Bible principles, or good principles. And so so let's move on now to I suppose I better inject a bit of humour here. Let me just see where I am. I want you to tell me if you recognise this sound, Jared. Now, this could be before your time, but I think some of my viewers out there, or our viewers out there, they'll be similar ages to me, and they'll recognise this.
I promise you he doesn't do drugs. I have no idea.
That's for two of our, I think they're husband and wife. First of all, I thought they were father.
Just don't assume anything anymore.
I thought they were father and son, and that's why I made my mistake, and I want to send my apologies to Mrs. Ben. Mrs. Ben. That was Mr. Ben music, by the way.
I still don't know who that is.
I think my viewers could be cracking up now, but either that or they're pulling their hair out.
Unsubscribed. Disliked.
But excuse me. Now the music is from the Mr. Ben series, and when I was growing up as a kid, I was gagging to see Mr. Ben every day. You'd come home from school, the first thing I would do is take off school stuff, go and sit down, put on the telly. I used to watch Mr. Ben, and all the other things that used to be out there, like custard and cream, not custard and cream, what was that one that was rhubarb and custard, the Magic Roundabout, loads of beautiful children's things I grew up with. I love Mr. Ben, and I might do a Mr. Ben video for you guys for Mr. and Mrs. Ben. But anyway, apologies to Kaz. I'm not sure what Kaz stands for. If you could let us know.
My mother-in-law's called Karen, and we call her Kaz, so it could be that.
Okay, thank you, Jared. If you would have told me that earlier, I wouldn't have made that mistake then. But anyway, Jared and I
didn't want to assume.
Jared and I need to liaise a bit more with our reviewing of your comments. But anyway, so that is really good, and I thank Kaz, because she's very forgiving. Because I mean, some people can take offence by that, but I love the fact that we've got a very forgiving viewers, really, which is really lovely. And Colin, who is it Colin Hayes? Forgive me if I got your name wrong. He's definitely a man, I think. He loved the jokes, and he gave me 3-4 comments yesterday. It was all thumbs up and positive, and he just loves the. So I'm going to give you a shout out as well, Colin. Thank you for your love and support and warming to our channel, because I know that I did a video which didn't go down too well. I was messing about during Christmas, and I think Colin said, "What's going on with the channel?" because he was really enjoying the content, and then I started to get a bit Christmassy, and I think Colin thought, what have I subscribed to here? But I think he's warming up to me now, and I really appreciate that, Colin. And if you want to participate in a Zoom maybe be one of our guests and tell us about your background and what you're up to. That'd be great. And let me know. I think he's already let me know he's keen on it. So maybe we can get to meet Colin. And I think there's 2 or 3 others that want to meet us as well. I think I'll have to find out exactly who wants to do it. But we're going to do a Zoom meeting and on the Saturday Live. We won't do the Saturday Live until mid-February because we've got to get all our technology sorted. Adam's going to do that. But we'll probably do a Zoom meeting with a couple of people. I'll pre-record it and premiere it and let you guys know when it's premiering. It'll be 7 o'clock on the Saturday. I'm not sure we've got time to do one this weekend, but the following weekend maybe. So that's that. The other thing is Tina made me laugh. She's been working quite long hours and she's lovely. And I think, I look at the icon, it looks like it's a boy, but it's probably a girl.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. There looks like a man image on there, but I think, I don't know whether it's a boy, whether you're a boy or girl, Tina, so forgive me if I've got it completely wrong. But anyway, I'm sending you some love. I love your comments and thumbs up. So, she said today that she said I really love your films, but I've been away working. I've been away, and she used the word, I've been pulling doubles. I've never heard that term before, Joe.
Double shifts.
Really?
Like working double the time.
Oh, no, you guess what? I thought she was working in a pub.
Oh,
I thought she was working in a pub. I thought, what's she doing? Working in a pub? We're in lockdown. None of the pubs are open. So when she said she was pulling doubles, can you imagine pulling it? I'll have a double pint of vodka, please. I'll have a double.
If you're having 2 pints of vodka, it explains a lot.
Pulling doubles. No, you have a double shot of whiskey, so it'd be pulling 2 shots of whiskey. Can you imagine if you had... You know, in Germany, I went to Germany once, and I'm not being funny, but the women in Germany, they love the drink. And I'd never forget, I was a student coming out of university, and I did an interrail travel through Europe, and it was really good. And as I was travelling around Europe, we went to Germany, where did we go? Munich. And I couldn't believe, massive German women, they were propping up the bars, and they had these great big 2-pint steins, and like muscles coming out of it. Goodness me, the German girls.
Sure, they're a woman. You usually mix this up quite a lot.
But I was just visualising when Tina said that she was pulling doubles. I thought she was pulling double shots of whiskey in a bar, and I was visualising these big German women out there with these great big steins full of vodka or whiskey. Anyway, we're totally teetotal here. Coming back to that golf theme again, but we are teetotal here, aren't we, Jared? We get high on the different kind of spirit, but it's it's not alcohol. But I still think you can have a lot of joy and happiness whether you like alcohol or not. But anyway, let's move on, because I think this is becoming a bit of a clown project, this, isn't it, rather than a serious YouTube channel about ball pythons. But let's the other thing, I must say thank you to Chris W. So I've got a Chris W and I've got a Chris B. I've got a BW. If I can get a Chris M, I'll get a BMW, Jared. But they all liked, Simon liked it as well, Simon Miller. And of course Hamlin, he put in a couple of good things on the comments this week, and they all said the ASF changeover was brilliant. Some of them are already doing it, some of them are already starting their colonies, they're starting to breed. And I think Chris W said, I've just started an ASF colony in September and it's paying off. So I wonder whether he connected with the top pro tip there on feeding ASFs, because I'm getting lots of positive feedback on that. So thank you so much for that. It really is reassuring to know that we're doing it right here, and it's kind of tying up with what you guys are doing. And of course, everyone different, of course. You know, some may work for others, but that was good. Let's have a look how much time we've got. We've got 5 minutes. There might be a part 2 coming in. Sorry, this will be a part 2, just to warn everyone. Oh, new t-shirts, Jared. We've got to talk about new t-shirts that came. Where did you put them?
They're all down there.
What? Okay, nice tidy cupboards. Okay, so just to let you know, we've got new t-shirts in lots of different sizes. So if you want to order one, it's £10. If you want to, good luck on the Friday competition. We're going to have fun with the draw. We've got nearly 30 people that have commented, Jared, so it's 1 out of 6 chance of getting. We've got 5 t-shirts going out, so 1 out of 6 people at the moment are going to get t-shirt, free stickers. So I'm seriously looking forward to that. And I think Jimmy, he got his t-shirt this week, and he said he was very grateful. He said he's loving the t-shirt, loving the merch, and he says merch. merch. What, Jared?
I just love that you call it Merc. I think we should stick with that.
So we stick with Merc, because one day maybe I'll be driving a Merc. You know, it's like, it could be quite funny. But no, Jimmy, and I love it when we give out these freebies. I've always thought it's good manners to say thank you, and I think everyone we've given out T-shirts have thanked us so far. And I have to say Jared's responsible for the delivery times. If you're still waiting, you can blame Jared, because what happened, Jared? You were waiting for new T-shirts. We ran out of T-shirts, so there's probably 2 or 3 others.
There was one that I wasn't able to send out because we didn't have enough of the size.
Yeah, and I promised one to Angel, and I promised one to Hamlin. But you got to sort that out. I haven't heard from Angel. I'm
not going to be going out during lockdown, so yeah, it will be after that you'll get it. Sorry, guys.
So I am worried about Angel because I've not heard from her for her. I've called her again.
This is why you haven't heard from him.
That's what it is. Yeah. So if anyone or Angel could send us a message, let us know how you're doing. And I'm sorry if I've upset you in any way. I hope I haven't. But you know, we do love you, and you know, I hope. Please forgive me if I've made any cock-ups or messed up. But it'd be nice to hear from you again, and be part of our channel, please. I'm actually worried that he might have COVID because I've not heard from him. That's what my biggest concern is, his health. And if anyone can reassure me out there, let me know that he's okay. I would appreciate that. So, moving on, we're now going to get into Sergeant Major. I'll use the golf club for this. Now, I used to watch on TV, a, how much time have we got, Joe?
3.5 minutes.
Oh, that's good, I can do this joke. So, what was the name of that programme I used to watch as a kid? I used to love it. Ain't Half Hot Mum. Do you remember that?
I do not remember that.
Okay. I think a lot of our viewers will. Let's see if I can remember how it goes. There used to be a Sergeant Major in the Army, British Army, and they used to be based abroad. And he used to come and he goes, now then, everyone at ease. Right. I'm going to teach you the 7 Ps. Now, the 7 Ps was originated from the British Army many, many years ago. Any idea what the 7 Ps stand for, Jared?
Nope.
Come on, boy, come on, boy!
Let me know, enlighten me.
I have to grow a tash to get it right. But anyway, this Sergeant Major was in your face, you know. You'd be like doing all this. But anyway, he would always strut around like this, you know, and always be like very authoritarian. Really, really funny. Absolutely hilarious. But anyway, today's thought comes from the British Army. And it's called the 7 Ps, but I've kind of put a snaky take on it, really. A snake take, which is the name of our Saturday Live channel, by the way. Actually, it's wrong for me to say that. I would like to say that, can you guys make a suggestion for our live channel? I think snake take's great. What do you think, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Sounds good.
Okay, no peak 45 for you, Jared. That's only if you'll be staying on board. No, Jared's a full partner with me, actually. There's no employment relationship here. Yeah, so the 7 Ps are prior planning and preparation prevents hiss poor performance. Hiss poor performance. Does that make sense? So prior planning and preparation prevents hiss poor performance. Yeah, and it leads us nicely.
Thanks for the explanation.
Do you get it or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I got it the first time.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I've been working with young kids for a lot of my life, and young youth. I've been a youth leader at like on camps and things, and I guess I'm sorry if I'm very simple in my explanations, and I assume that everyone's an idiot out there, but I know you're not, and maybe I'm sorry if I come across that way, but I'm so used to having to repeat myself to get my message across, and mainly because I need to be given the message 3 or 4 times, and that leads me nicely onto this part 2, which, how many minutes we got, Jared?
You got 20 seconds.
So come on, jump onto part 2. It's going to be, Jared will give me a 1-second break. Thank you for watching, and we will then go ahead and talk more about the breeding cycle.